Hey, it's Steph. Thanks for watching today's video. I'm going to be doing my finale for my rolling project pan. I hit quite a few of my goals, so let's just get right into it. Every time that I added a product into this project, I just added it to the bottom of the list. So this should be in chronological order. So let's start off with my mystery lipstick. I used this 4 times this month. Not a ton of use, but I am wearing it today. I rolled this lipstick into the project in September, and since then I've gotten 53 uses, which is crazy. I would not have used this lipstick at all if I didn't have it in this project, so I'm really happy about that. I'm not a big lipstick wearer. Like bullet lipstick wearer. I tend to go for liquid lipsticks just because of their lasting power. I don't really like reapplying throughout the day. I might consider decluttering this because it's so old. I know I've had it in this for at least like 7 or 8 years, which that might be really cringy, but I haven't had any reaction to it. So you might be seeing this in my declutter video just for the fact that it's so old and I wouldn't naturally reach for this. And I think I've gotten a lot of good use. So the next product on my spreadsheet is my Soap & Glory One Heck of a Blot Primer. I have had this in since the very beginning of this project and it was basically untouched. It was brand new. And I started this project in June and I didn't start keeping track of my uses until September. So my numbers are off. They're missing 3 months of use, but I was able to use this up. You can't really tell, but when I bend it and squeeze, nothing comes out of it. So I am so happy that I used this up. Again, if I hadn't rolled this in, I may not have gotten any use out of it. In December, I was able to use this 16 times. And since September, I've used it a total of 59 times. I used this product up in 7 months, which is extremely helpful to know that just for future when I go to purchase a primer if I do. My next product is my Nars Soft Matte Complete Concealer. I rolled this into the project in September. I used this 14 times this month and it is empty. I am so happy. I used this a total of 42 times. I actually rolled this in thinking that I didn't like this product. I thought it was super dry on my under eyes. And that I wouldn't have to force myself to use it, but I actually really learned to enjoy this. I did use it under my eyes occasionally, but most of the time I was just using it as extra coverage on my cheeks. But yeah, I'm really happy to have this out of my collection though, because it was quite a few years old, so I'm glad I got my money's worth and used it up. The next item is my Revlon Photoready Candied Foundation, and I rolled this in October. I also used this 14 times and was able to empty it. This packaging is like super satisfying because it has a pump, and when you get down to like empty, you can feel the little tube right here where it like sucks it all up, and yeah, you can actually see through the packaging to see the product, which I don't know why that's so satisfying to me, but when I pump this, I can't get any more foundation out of it, and it took me a total of 37 times to use this up. When I rolled it in, I had only a few uses on it. So again, good to know. It took me 3 months to use this foundation up. The next product that I rolled in October is my Benefit High Beam. I did not get any use out of it this month because I can't get any product out of it. I mentioned this in my last update that I cannot get the stopper out, and I tried even more times. I actually like bent my tweezers, and I tried using like those little nail clippers. I bent that too. This is just so stubborn. So you will be seeing this in an upcoming declutter video because I decided it's not worth it to me to try any harder. So yeah, I'm a little disappointed, but I think I used about half of this product, so I did get some use out of it. Since rolling it in October, I've used it 22 times, so that is way more than I would have used if it wasn't in this project. I wouldn't have used it at all, so I'm pretty happy about that, and I don't really feel too bad about decluttering it this year. The last item that I rolled in for October was my IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores setting powder. And I used this 13 times this month to completely use it up. I have another empty, you guys. I'm so happy. I did end up taking the sifter out to make sure that I used all of the product. And I have a total of 40 uses since October, and this again was barely touched when I rolled it in, and it's a very finely milled powder. It's very really fine. It floats everywhere. It's one of those, so it's good to know that I use this kind of product up in 3 months. The next product I rolled in for November, and it's my Catrice Prime and Fine Contour Palette. I've mentioned this in my video last month that I use this in my eyebrows and as a contour shade. I'm wearing it as both today, and I do count those as 2 separate uses because some days I will only put it in my eyebrows and some days I will only use it as contour, and I would count those as a single use separately. So that's what works for me, but I did use this a total of 26 times this month, and I hit pan. As you can see, there's quite a big pan. I think I took a photo of this like the day that I hit pan. If I have that, I will insert it here so you can see. I've definitely expanded this pan and have just continued to use it every time I do my makeup. And because I count both my eyebrows and my contour as separate uses, I have 60 uses on this product in November and December. So that's quite a bit of use, and I'm really happy about that because, again, I did not use this product before. I had never used it. It was brand new, and I probably would not have grabbed for it unless it was in this project. So I'm really happy that I'm getting use from my makeup. Another item I rolled in for November was my Honest Cream Blush. And I used this 6 times this month with a total of 10 since rolling it in this project. As you can see, no pan, but it's definitely wear marks. Yeah, I do enjoy this. I'm wearing it today. I did set this with powder because it's a little too dewy for my liking, especially with my oily skin. And it being winter, I just prefer matte looks. But I really do enjoy this cream blush. If you saw my recent haul video, I have added quite a few cream blushes to my collection. So it will be interesting to kind of compare the formulas because this was my only cream blush. Might see this again next year in a panning project. I will talk about that at the end of this video. Now, I had 2 roll-ins last month for the month of December. One of those being my Colourpop Super Shock Cheek highlighter in the shade Lunch Money. I used this 15 times this month, and I was able to hit pan. And obviously I have been expanding the pan. I'm really happy because this is a cream product. Of course, we all know they go bad before powder products, but I really love this formula. I can do it over powder just fine. That's how I like to use it. I am wearing it today, and I just think it's beautiful. So because I rolled it in for this month, there's a total of 15 uses, and I'm really, really excited about that. The last roll-in was a collection of samples that I had, and I was able to use them all up except one. So I had 7 total. I only have 6 with me today because I actually brought these on my work trip that I took the first week of December, and I was really dumb and opened the foundation. Man, I don't remember which foundation it was, but I actually took a picture of it to show you that I opened it and I used it up and whatever, but it was so messy in my hotel room, and yeah, that's just a whole nother story. But I used that up. I used this Beauty Blender foundation up. I got 3 uses out of this, and I actually really enjoy this foundation, and I would consider purchasing this, you know, after I use up quite a few more of the foundations I already own. But this looked beautiful on my skin and wore pretty well. So there's that. I used up this Smashbox Primer. I really enjoyed that. I think I got like 3 uses out of this. I used my Pure Get a Grip eyeshadow primer. I didn't really enjoy this. I've never used an eyeshadow primer before, so it was kind of a new experience for me. I think I probably used too much, or I just don't like the formula. It's kind of thick. Let me know down below if you enjoy this product and how you use it, but I probably won't repurchase the full size of it. And then I had 2 samples of the Hourglass Mineral Veil that I used up. I love this primer. I would definitely purchase it, but it's very expensive, so probably not. But it's really beautiful, and I don't really know if it helps my makeup last longer or anything, but it was a really good canvas for my foundation. The last sample that I actually did not use was the Tarte Maracuja oil, but I do plan on using this by the end of the year, so I'm kind of counting this like as a whole, as a goal met. But yeah, I'll actually probably use this like tomorrow. But I wanted to get this update up for you guys. Just as a quick wrap up of this project, I started this in June. So I spent 7 months of the year panning items in my collection. This was my first panning project ever, and I'm really excited to continue panning in 2022. I was able to create 6 more pans in my collection. I think I only had one goal that was just based on usage and not pan, and I did meet that goal, and I was able to empty 15 products, which is so amazing because I've talked about this before, but I just let my products sit in my collection. Before my panning journey, I did not make it a priority to use up my products before they expired or anything like that. So I've had a lot of fun focusing on products and just making sure I get my money's worth out of them and using them up. So I wanted to take a minute and talk about my plans for next year. I don't think I'm going to continue this rolling 10 pan. I'll find out when I start other panning projects in the new year and see if I want to add just another general rolling, like a whole collection project pan. But I am planning on doing a themed project from the Fantastic Ladies. I did join their Facebook group last month just so I could get some ideas on some other panning projects and just to join a community of panning ladies. I'm really having a lot of fun seeing people's posts on there. So I'll link that down below if you're interested in joining them. So you'll find out what project I plan on starting in January. But I'm also going to be doing a Partners in Cream project pan. Steph Lyons just posted a video talking about her finale and that she will be continuing the Partners in Cream in 2022. I will link her video down below. Steph and Jaylen started that project, so I'll link their information down below too if you're interested in doing Partners in Cream. I'm also going to be doing my Pan Those Eyeshadows project next year. I had a lot of fun with that this past few months. That was started by Alexi, and I'll link her down below too. But yeah, I think those 3 projects are what I'm going to start with. And then if I think I can handle a general like whole collection rolling project pan, then we'll see. But I hope you enjoyed this video and that it inspired you to use your collection more and maybe start a project pan because I think it's so fun. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you enjoy makeup content and panning content, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so I see you in the next video.